Now, not many people know about the origins of Halloween. It was actually a long time ago. The Greeks thought that on the night of Halloween, this world and the afterlife, the veil between, would slowly fade on that one night, allowing both good and bad spirits to pass through and cause whatever mayhem they may feel like that night. And now people would dress up in costumes and disguises in order to cover their identity, so whatever mayhem was coming towards their way, they wouldn't be recognizable and it wouldn't happen. Now, spirits especially hated magicians because of the skills and talents the magicians have. They're just jealous. And this is the story of one night called the Halloween Kings. Now, on one night, a boy was out just performing like he does every other night. But this night on Halloween, he did a very good job, went home, went to bed. But he left his cards out. And those spirits came and they wanted some of his cards. Because he was a very good magician, they were going to take 4 of his cards. They were going to take 4 of his highest cards. They wanted the 4 kings. And so the first king, King of Hearts, he was told just to lay down. He didn't really think anything of it, so he laid down. The second king, King of Diamonds, he also didn't think anything of it, so he laid down. Now these 2 kings, they're not the brightest kings in the world. Everyone likes black kings better than red kings, or at least I do. But the black kings, they got wind of it. They thought, this is really odd how cards are just being subjected to lie down like that. But they noticed that it was only the kings, and that they thought that the kings themselves were going to be subjected to the same thing. They were going to be sacrificed, and they thought, that's not fair. We're good cards. We don't need to be sacrificed. And so the King of Spades, the good king, the guy behind all of his operations, the brain of the kings, he thought, you know what, we're going to play a trick on them. So when they laid down, they actually didn't lay down. They switched themselves for 4 lesser cards. They switched themselves for the 4 threes. Now, they considered themselves to be better than the 4 threes. So they thought, hey, this is fine, nobody likes the 3s. But those spirits learned of what they had done. Their act was awful. They wanted 4 other cards to go in their place. And so those 4 kings had a curse put on them. Each king, his skin was made to rot on his body. He will forever decompose because of his greed. And eventually, his skin decomposed so much because of his greed, he vanished. And that is the Halloween Kings.